more sleeps, as they say. I actually hate that phrase, 4 more sleeps, but it's 4 more sleeps until Christmas. So, yeah, anyway, while we're waiting on people to join, I'm already getting texts from people saying, "Why are you running late?" My sister just texted. While we're waiting on people to join, don't forget to go to coopedup.com. You can sign up to receive emails from me. I sent one out today. I hope all of you got it and have a very Merry Christmas. That's my wish to you. And then if you are on Instagram, make sure you go follow me there at I'm Cooped Up. And any platform that you're on, if you're on Facebook or YouTube watching this right now, or potentially listening to this on the podcast platform of your choice, I'll get to that in a second. Be sure to click on the bell to get notifications for when I go live. And on that, just reminding you that for those of you, not everyone watches this live. Shocker of shocks, I know. Some people say I watch it while I'm cooking in the kitchen or in the car. I'll play it back in the car. So to help those folks out, I am now, after I'm done, downloading the audio from each episode and putting it up on all of the major podcasting platforms. Just go look for Cooped Up, Shit Koopa Says, and you can find me there to subscribe to it, and you'll get it every day that I upload it. And it's just the audio from this, so you might be missing some of the visual. You won't see the stunning hair or my fancy scarves of the day and stuff like that. But yeah, it's still good. Hey, Mama, good to see you. Also, disclaimer about today's episode. If you have a little one that you sometimes let listen in, because I have friends that let their kids say, "Hey, that's Claire Mason's dad. You want to hear what he's saying today?" Today's not the day to let them listen unless they know some truths about the holiday season. And I'm just going to leave it at that in case there are ears listening right now. But if you have not had a very specific conversation with them about something, I don't want to be the one to break it to them, because I'll tell you how I did that already once. So anyway, yeah. So also, I don't know if you noticed something different. I'm a little higher right now. Higher! It's not the CBD talking. It is a standing desk. I got a standing desk as an early Christmas present this weekend. I'm using it for the first time today. Well, I've used it all day today, but for y'all, figuring out the lighting, because the angles are weird still, so I'm a little hot today. And I am standing. Look, I can dance. I can dance. I may not want y'all to see that part of me. But yeah, I'm at a standing desk now. It is set at, what is the height? It is set at 47.6 inches. Poor little Claire walks up. She can just walk straight under this thing. It's a little high for me right now, but I've been working on it at like 44 inches most of the day. So we'll see. It was a Christmas present to me from my in-laws, a little early Christmas present that it was too heavy to put under the tree. So we just put it together. Anyway, I can dance, I can sing, I can be like a real stand-up comedian. Hey, have you heard the time that? Have you heard the time that? I just flew in from Tallahassee, and boy, my arm's tired. What is wrong with me today? So anyway, hope y'all are doing well. Sandy loves the bandana. It's a new bandana from Bandits Bandanas. It's one, I can't remember. It says they all have some sort of social message attached to them and a charity and all that, but I like this one. I like the green and the cream. That's with it. And it goes great with the blue. And yes, Monica, as I said, I am standing. So let's see what else we're going to talk about. Oh, I told y'all on Friday, I guess it was, maybe it was Thursday, I told y'all that we went and got COVID tests just to make sure that we were all good and clean before Todd's parent. We've been quarantining because Todd's parents arrived last night. And so they got here, and we wanted to make sure that we were all safe. At least we had receipts that if someone got it, it was not us, right? So the COVID test came back I got mine Saturday evening. Saturday evening is when I got the text from Parkland Hospital, from super high tech, by the way. Just text, and you click on it, it takes you to your chart and all that kind of stuff. So I got the text, and then no one else did it. I was the last one to take it, actually, because Todd and Mason went at like lunchtime. Claire and I went at like 2:00. And so then I got the test thing back, and I got it, and I was negative. I'll start with that. I was negative, but none of the rest came back. And then Todd's came back like an hour later, and it was negative also, but we did not get the kids that night. And Todd is, about this COVID stuff, he's kind of a little neurotic, I guess. I love you, Todd. He listens sometimes. He doesn't sometimes. If you listen, I love you. This is adorable. I'm playing along. I believe in all the things you believe in. But he was literally like, Cooper, oh, we don't know the kids. Like what are the kids' results? I was like, Todd, calm the fuck down. It's like mine came back negative. These kids can't do shit without me. So I guarantee you they're negative. If I was positive, they would be positive. Now, the vice versa, I guess I could have gotten it from them, but they hadn't been at school for a week either. So anyway, and Stuart saying my nasal cavities have never been clearer prior to 2020. I've had so much nasal swabbing. Yeah, if I never have to do that again, I'm okay with that. I still do not understand. I talked about this on Thursday, how these celebrities and all that, maybe when I get real big, I get to experience this. I don't know. Hopefully the pandemic will be over by then. But these twice a day tests that some of these people are doing. I mean, I was on fire for like a good 24 hours on one of my nostrils, my nasal cavities from having a bunch of cotton added to it. So, and vanity alert, when you move back, it's warmer. I know, and up close, it's the autofocus on this camera that I have with the light, but I have to have the light because there's not enough light in this room, and then I look really anemic. So I'm trying to figure it out. So it's like a dance. Sickly, healthy, sickly, healthy. This is my real look right here. And for those of you listening on the podcast, I'm sorry you could not see that wonderful dancing that I just did. So let's see, what are y'all saying? Judy says, now I need a standing desk too. Okay, I'll send you a link. This one, it's from Amazon. I like it a lot. It's really easy to use. You can program it with 3 different settings. It even has an alert that tells you if you have been standing for or sitting for too long. I guess there's no standing for too long. My back does hurt a little bit today, so I'm gonna have to figure out the proper, standing with the hand on the hip and everything cocked out is probably not the best thing to do. Debbie saying my husband is also all about the COVID. Yep, and his sweetie's protecting us. So, and Sandy saying yes, now we all do. We want a standing desk. He's such an influence. That's crazy. Y'all, oh shucks. Y'all, stop. No. What am I drinking, Cooper? And did I miss the deets on the scarf? Jasmine is saying, hey, I keep meaning to tune. Jasmine Brand, by the way, has this show every week on Friday morning at, is it like 7:45? I haven't been able to listen because the kids are in school. But it looks fabulous and awesome, and you look fabulous. So I'm drinking Sauvignon Blanc. I have the quantities that we are drinking since the quarantine. I've had to switch to black box Sauvignon Blanc. I also do an OGP just for y'all. It's called my Olive Garden pour. That's where I pour it real high like they do at the Olive Garden. My OGP. Cheers. And the scarf. I love bandanas. I probably have 50 bandanas. I wear them all the time. I love them. I also have scarves. I have cashmere wraps. I am all of it. This is a year. So I was originally transitioning from Cooper into the love child of Charles Nelson Riley, Paul Lynde, and Liberace. I'm just going full on middle-aged white woman instead. And this is the year for that. Sometimes I have my nails painted. Sometimes I don't. Fuck gender norms, right? Yeah. But good to see you, Jasmine. And any tips you have on the lighting, please let me know. I have moved this light. Normally it's okay. This is the first day I've done it standing, and it's just kind of off. Stuart is saying we have the saliva one here. It's proctored, so you spit on camera for someone for 10 minutes on Zoom. Ugh, that's weird. That's so weird. And Monica says I need an anti-fatigue mat. Yes, and thank you, Boo. Jasmine Brand. This girl, she is so, or woman, I did not mean any disrespect by saying this girl. I mean, this girl, because I'm a gay man, is just doing everything lately. So, what else I can tell you about? I learned a trick. Okay, this is the Martha Stewart portion of the program. So I learned on TikTok, I saw it on the TikTok, how to turn this. So this is just like, one of those boxes that doesn't, a shirt box kind of thing, into this. A box that opens up like a gift box. And it takes like 2 seconds. I'm going to show y'all. It takes like 2 seconds. It's super cute, really sturdy. And I don't know. I just thought it was fun. So you get the box. You get the box. And this is, I really apologize to the people on podcasts now because you're not hearing it. You get the box and you literally just fold this end up into the edge right there. Push it down real tight. This may not be my greatest work because I'm trying to do it a little fast. You take the other side. By the way, my sister texted me earlier that speaking of DIY stuff, Rachel Ray had a segment today on how to flock a tree with spackle. Doesn't that sound like the worst thing ever? So you do the other side the exact same way. So you do it to the fold. And that should be, you kind of tighten the things. And then you literally, y'all, just take some scissors, trim right there, and do the same on the other side. Let's see. I'm working up a sweat standing up too, y'all. And then, look, you fold this into itself like that. Put a little tape on it right there on those corners, right there. And you got yourself a full-on, look at that. You got yourself a little box. How cool is that? So I was doing it because I had stuff that was too small for the full shirt box, but I didn't have any smaller boxes. Isn't that great? And Jasmine is saying that her trick for all the lighting is using drag level makeup. Let's call Rue. Let's call it Rue to know what to do. Anyway, hope y'all found that little trick. I saw it on TikTok, and Carrie actually sent it to me, and I was like, okay, I got to try. So finally this morning we were wrapping presents, and I finally set up my little gift wrapping station. You want to see that real quick? Look, you can see my table there. The rest of the room is a wreck, but for gift wrapping, and now the camera's not in the right angle. Sorry, this is a mess. And it's very visual today. I tell people, listen to the podcast. Now it's all visual. So great DIY though. Sandy is saying thank you. Also, I forgot to order stockings. So all the shit that we're doing, I forgot to order stocking stuffers for the kids. Literally, they came in and said, so are we actually going to have our stocking stuffed, or are they just going to be flat socks on the mantle? I'm like, first of all, fuck you, you little bitches. Secondly, I may have actually said that. Secondly, thank God for Target drive-through. So I didn't even want to risk it with Amazon. I didn't, because Amazon has been either the stuff has been great or not great. Yeah, the lighting is like fixed a little bit, I think. Amazon has either been great or not great. You can order something and they're like inside your house a second later, or they're like, it'll be here tomorrow. And then you get, oops, sorry, we're running a little bit late. And next thing you know, stocking stuffers arrive on the 26th. So did not want that. So Target, I did the drive-through, just click. Ended up being like $50 worth of stuff for 2 stockings. It's candy, cookies. Try to find some big filler things also. Like they're each getting a bag of Mint Milano cookies, like a full-size bag. It's more for me, but still, to put in there. But I was like, thank God. So they're available at the Target drive-through, and I can pick it up tomorrow morning. Which, worst case scenario, if everything goes bonkers and awry, at least I've got like another day. Like I can go to Walgreens or something, which we're trying not to go anywhere. And I really don't want to go to Walgreens because of, well, COVID and stuff. So Carrie is saying, I just missed the trick. You said I sent it to you. Was it a TikTok wrapping? Oh my God, Mark did it. Mark did it and his gifts are beautiful. Yeah, Carrie, it was a TikTok video that you sent to me about cutting down a shirt box into a kind of folding, like self-contained box. And it's so cute. And they're sturdier actually than shirt boxes. The thing is they all collapse on themselves. This actually holds up. It's great. And Sandy needs stocking stuffers for her own grown son and girlfriend. They decided to come in from Austin on Friday. Well, I don't know what grown straight men want, so I'm not going to give much advice on that. Candy money, iTunes gift cards, all that kind of stuff. Shit and orange apples, nuts and shells, and shut your mouth. When I was a kid, we always got peanuts, just a shit ton of peanuts in ours. That's probably because we were poor for one thing, and also it just takes up a lot of room. And the expectations were lower. I'm like, let's lower the temperature, people, all of this shit, these expectations. So, um, and oh, cut to the end on this. His husband wants a Porsche for his stocking stuffer. Oh, so funny. So, okay, and then what I was so this is the part of the disclaimer where I was like, and again, I'm going to say it for those who are just joining. If you have kids listening right now and they do not know some truths about the holiday season, I'm going to go that far. Something that might happen in 2 nights in America, and it happened like on the 7th, I think, of December in Germany, places like that. Don't keep listening with them. Put your earbuds in, tune in later, whatever. So I have spoiler alert. This is like the ultimate spoiler alert, and I'm just warning you, and I've done my duty. Now I can go into the story. So a couple of years ago, so our kids found out, they learned the truth about Santa, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy the same night. So we're sitting at dinner, and this was like in the middle of like May or something. And like Easter had passed, it had just passed, but it had passed like already a while. And they were asking me, they're just out of the blue, Mason goes, "Is the Easter Bunny real?" And I'm like, "Girl, don't ask questions that you do not want true answers for, because I'm not gonna lie to you." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Is the Easter Bunny real?" I was like, "Why would you ask that?" Because I think I saw y'all outside doing the Easter Bunny, and I was like, "He's not real. It's us, 100% us." And he's like, "That's what we thought. That's what we thought." But I was actually just kidding when I asked that question because I didn't want to know. I was like, "Bitch, I told you, don't ask questions that you don't want answers to." And yes, I say "bitch, I told you" to my kids, and they're 11. Um, Hang up the phone from CPS. They're treated very well otherwise. It's just this mouth sometimes goes off on them. The So then one of them was kind of like, what about Santa? Like at the same, we're having dinner, and Todd's just sitting there like, um, he doesn't like these tough conversations. And by the way, I'd also had a little bit of this too. But so we're sitting there, and they go, "Well, what about Santa?" I don't remember which one, and I was like, I gave the look, and they're like, "Oh, so is that y'all too?" And I was like, "Well, finally, we can stop giving credit for all the nice shit to somebody else, and we can take the credit ourselves." And I was like, "Yeah, Santa is us. Santa is us." I was like, "But if you fucking tell another kid at school, I will pull you out of that school and put you into like a reform school." I was like, "The Marine Military Academy in Houston, in Harlingen, has plenty of spots open for little boys like you, Mason and Claire. I don't know where we'll send you, but we'll figure it out." And now I know that there's Paris Hilton had a wonderful experience at one of these places, but and they were like, "Oh, okay, okay, okay." I was like, and then they're like, "Are we going to get the same amount of gifts?" Like literally, that was their concern. I was like, "Of course you are." I was like, "But now at least I can put my name on the card," and I'm like, "Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy." And so anyway, so they were doing that, and then I was like, and while we're at it, the Tooth Fairy. Oh, the Tooth Fairy. That's the one that they were the most upset about. Some like creepy ass fairy that breaks into our house. All of these things are like intruders, right? Like breaking and entering. But this creepy ass fairy that comes to take your used teeth to someplace else and gives you money instead. Like that's gross to me. The whole Tooth Fairy thing is gross. Anyway, so they were beside themselves. So I guess so. Our best friends, Sherry and Lisa, a lesbian couple, and they have twins, Brady and Sky, who are the same age as Claire and Mason, like a month younger than Claire. They were coming over, and it was Christmas time. We were doing something Christmassy with them or something. And I was having a text conversation with Sherry. And at some point in the conversation, I said, "Do Brady and Sky know the truth about Santa?" Well, I did not realize what I had done. So they came over. They were coming over. It was for my birthday. They were coming over for dinner. That's what it was on my birthday, and which is December 14th. For those of you who were not aware last week that it was my birthday week, they come over for dinner, and I find out that Sherry is doing her hair. Her phone is on the counter. Sky comes in and says, "Mama, you have some texts on your phone." and she's like, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Just read them to me," or something like that. And she's like, "No, Mama, I think you should look at them." And she had tears in her eyes, and she was like, "You need to look at the one from Cooper." Oh, it broke my heart. Like, I was literally like, "Oh my god." She found out about Santa because I texted her mom saying, "Do your kids know the truth about Santa?" I mean, in my defense, I did not say, "Do they know that Santa is not real? Do they know that you're lying to them? Do they know that it's all fake?" Anything like that. Again, well, we're beyond that point. Don't let your kids listen to this episode. But I was just like, "Oh my god." So the one that broke it to this poor child via text. I don't know if she told her brother instantly or not. I don't know how the whole story ended. I need to ask them about that. But I felt like shit after that. But yeah, isn't that? Uh, and Luke is saying the Easter Bunny is only trespassing, or is not trespassing. It's only. Oh, he's only trespassing. It's not unlawful entry. Yes. By the way, happy birthday, Luke. Um, and Sandy's saying also the tooth fairy is the one my son just couldn't accept. Do you mean he couldn't accept that she existed, or that she was not real? It freaks me out. It just freaks me out. Um, anyway, let me see what else y'all are saying. Oh, and Carrie did put the gift box thing. And my mom still buys my sister and I the exact same thing every year. We are not twins. My mom used to do that. She still sometimes does it, but it's good stuff. Like we'll get everyone will get an Instant Pot one year. Everyone will get a skillet one year. It's all shit that we need. So I'm not complaining about it. It just is funny. My sister is saying that my niece Logan wanted an ATV, so I bought her a toy one and put it in her stocking. Gotta be more specific, bitches. Oh, I'm distracted by the reflection in your wine glass. Let me pick that up and take care of it. Mm. So, and Sandy's saying he could not accept that the tooth fairy existed. Yeah. So that's that. And then there's another child's life who I changed forever. This is not about Christmas specifically, but since we're talking about things like this, I thought you would find this story funny. So a million years ago, Gap was downsizing all of their let me start the story differently. A couple of years ago, one of Claire's best friends was spending the night with us. I think she spent like 2 nights with us. Her parents were out of town for the weekend or something, and she spent the weekend with us. And one like in the morning, both Claire and this friend were walking around like they got some sass in them, right? Like more sass than normal. And finally I was like, "What the fuck's up with y'all? Like, what's going on?" And they were like, "We're wearing bras." And I was like, "What?" And then I remembered that when Gap was closing a lot of their stores, they had like this huge sale, like 90% off. And they had a bunch of like in the Gap Kids section, they had a bunch of girls, like not bras, but they basically like tank tops that were cut off here that had a little elastic on the bottom and maybe a little spaghetti strap on the top, like a camisole, but like a crop top kind of thing with a little extra padding. It was like double ply in the front, right? Basically just to keep the nips down. And I bought a ton of those for Claire. I was like, "Well, you're gonna need them at some point." And she's going from 0 to something, so I know she will hit this mark at some point. She's gonna kill me for talking about this, but so they were just in her closet or something, and so I guess she and this friend got into them and tried them on and all of that. And my sister's saying it's called a training bra. Okay, I guess that's what it's called. This is the problem of having 2 dads. Say we don't know what shit is called, nor do we know the ceremonies around these things, because I'll get to that. So this girl, she says, "Can I keep it?" And I'm like, "Sure. I mean, that's fine." She's like, "Yay, it's my first bra." And Todd goes, "Cooper, you cannot do that." And I was like, "What?" He's like, how do you know that her mother wasn't planning a whole thing, like a whole moment around getting her first bra? You may have just stolen that mother's moment with the daughter. And I'm like, fuck. Yeah, because I gave not only my daughter, but some other little girl her first bra. Yay. So then I'm like, fuck. So then I called up her mom, or maybe I texted her mom, and I was like, "Hey, so I may have bought your daughter her first bra by accident? I was like, I hope I didn't like destroy some like child or mothering bonding moment. And basically, her response was, "Thank God somebody did." And the other one was, she was like, "And I cannot think of a more appropriate person to buy my daughter a bra than a gay man." This woman is so cool. She was like the best man in a gay wedding. Her best friends are gay. Her brother is gay. Like she's a total fruit fly, fag hag, whatever you want to call it, right? And so she was like, I just think that that is like the best story ever. That is so much more interesting than saying, oh, we had this bonding moment and we went and tried on bras. That, oh, gay man, her daughter, my daughter's best friend's gay dads, they took care of it for her. They gave her the bra. Oh, isn't that funny? Oh, I still, but that's one of those moments of dread where you're like, oh my God, this is where parenting is hard sometimes because you're not parenting just your kids, you're parenting other kids' kids, and other parents are parenting your kids because everything that they know, it like you're parenting, and honestly, you're parenting to the oldest sibling of one of those kids because as soon as the oldest sibling knows shit, they tell the other kids. And that's right. We've had the sex conversation already. We have had like not graphically so, but very like anatomically like and accurately. We used to have we used to say weenus and like hoo ha or something like that. And then my friend Asia was like, Cooper, you got to stop doing that. You need to call it a penis and a vagina. I'm like, okay. She's like, because that takes out any sort of silliness around it, some cuteness around it, and it just makes it what it is. I'm like, okay. And then I talked about this the other day. We've had the conversation about enthusiastic consent. Do not do it unless you're like, hell yeah, I want to do it. Yes, let's get it on. Right. So none of this, oh, I guess. None of this baby, it's cold outside rape song bullshit. That song is cute. It's like an earworm to listen to. It's like a cute sounding song, but you listen to the words, and I know that supposedly it wasn't written to mean this, but like I was listening to the Dolly Parton and Rod Stewart version of it the other day, and she goes, I gotta say no, and literally in my mind it's like hard stop, turn the song off, stop singing. She said no. No means no. That is what I was thinking. Um, Let me see some of these comments. By the way, my niece is also watching right now. I can see that. In my defense, how specific did it have to be for an ATV? I roll, mom. We never know who's watching. Let's see. And Stuart, back to the tooth fairy. I never liked the idea of someone who had a large collection of everyone's teeth. And what do you do with your kids' teeth? Todd keeps them. I'm like, throw them away. I have zero interest in keeping a bag full of teeth in my house. Like, that is just weird to me. I was not allowed to go through my mom's purse. I think that applies to mom's text messages too. I agree. I try to make sure that I change my password often enough that the kids do not know how to get into my phone. Sandy said the bra story made me laugh out loud. It was crazy. It was crazy. My first moment was standing in the middle of the bra section being fitted in front of everyone by my parents. Was it dad? Was it our stepmom? I don't think it was our actual mom who is watching, and we love you, but I don't think you were at that point in our lifetime true life story. I don't think that you were there for those milestone moments, mom. Eunice said pee toy in front of my mother. I'm not sure what that means. And Michelle, man, y'all are true talk here. I never knew a penis got hard. That was so scary. Like until you were married? Like until like you were a teenager? So that's what my mom is like. Which parent was there with you, Monica? High five, mom. For those of you who are new or don't know us, my sister and I get our. I'm crying because I'm laughing, not because I'm crying. I know that's a tough call. We get our sense of humor from our mother. It's twisted, warped, and there was a point in our lives where we actually didn't talk to her because like we were just all so messed up with each other. We're all good now. We like to make fun. The way we cope with everything is that we make fun of everything. So anyway, and Judy saying, you're welcome to raise my 4-year-old daughter. I love that gap story. Claire's got 2 amazing dads. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. And Carrie's defending the song. Well, I don't see that song as sexual, she goes on to say. Well, listen to Dolly's version. Dolly turns up the sexuality on all of them. She's like, she says certain things, like even on All I Want for Christmas Is You that she's doing with Jimmy Fallon right now. Cute remake of it. She's like, come here, you sexy boy. Like she's like a total cougar to Jimmy Fallon on this song. Like, and the lead in, and then even during it, like it's crazy. All her little sweet talk in it. Sandy does not have her son's teeth. Well, what did you do with them? That's what I want to know. Ooh, Carrie has a bag of her dog's teeth. She would find them in the bed. And my sister is actually saying that it was our stepmother, Debbie, who was the one. Debbie is the one. I remember the day my sister got her period. I remember driving to school that day, and it was Debbie. So I assume that was around the same time. My dad's second wife was named Debbie. Both my parents are Daryl and Cheryl. They rhyme. I'm not kidding you. And they are both single at the moment. After they've all both been married 4 times. So we have a lot in common. And Suzanne kept Riley's first tooth and kept his last tooth, but ended up throwing the rest away. I don't even know when they stopped losing teeth. I think that my kids are like on the tail end of that. And Michelle Condrey has never been married. Okay. Oh, so you're still a virgin. That's awesome. Good for you, waiting for marriage, girl. And let's see what else y'all were saying. You left out the part about she's smoking. She's old enough to choose cigarettes, then she's old enough to make her choices for her hoo-ha. I agree, but she's saying there's a lot of no in that song. And I don't know if it's about drinks or if it's about what, but there's a lot of the word no in that song. And to me, that, I don't know. And everyone say hi to my neighbor and BFF, Scott Howell. Hey, Scott. He's new on the show today. Good to see you. Oh, sorry. Anyway, well, that's all I have for today. Is everyone on vacation, by the way? I have today, every email I send, every out of office I've been getting back, and I'm mostly off right now, has been, I'm out of the office until January the 4th, like for 2 fucking weeks, which good for you. I'm there for that. But like, is everyone on vacation? And my theory on the reason why so many people are on vacation, I think a lot of people used to take off between Christmas and New Year's. But now, because we've all been quarantined, the amount of vacation that has been accrued and not spent because no one's traveling, everyone's like, well, fuck, I got 2 weeks to take. I'm going to take them all right now. Peace out, bitches. See you in 2021, right? That's what I think is happening. So anyway, well, that's all I got for today. Again, if you are not watching this live and you want to listen to it instead of watch it, I mean, who wouldn't want to see this, right? But in case that's the case, Cooped Up, Shit Koopa Says, is on all major podcast platforms now. Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher maybe? I can't remember all of them. Whatever the hosting platform told me that they're doing. So you can listen there, just find it there. And that's it. That's all I got for you. I love you. It's important to know you are loved. I love that you watch this. This is good therapy for me. Don't forget to go to coopedup.com. I post stuff there randomly. I sometimes send out emails from there. So give me your email address on it. Send out one today with a nice little Christmas wish. Hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to work on the lighting situation. See how it's like changing when I do hand things. I think it's my camera responding funny. So it's normally not so gleaming. Oh, it does look better when I stand. Except for I don't like this part. Maybe a little lower. So anyway, with that, I'm going to say bye. And I'm here tomorrow for a regular episode. And then Carrie is going to be here on Wednesday for our hump day, Cooped Up with Carrie. And then I'm going to be off for the Thursday and Friday of this week. And then I'll be back next week. So I will see you tomorrow at 4:30 for Cooped Up live, should I say. Talk to you later. Bye. Love you.